This is Wilson Charles sitting with my mind for an exclusive interview with Media Mangy. Tune in.
Okay, first question. How would you describe your own sound?
I would describe my own sound as Amy Winehouse meets Wyclef Jean. So I was told that's what it sounds like, so yeah.
Where did this love for music stem from, and what inspired you to become an artist?
My love for music stems from my mom, my uncles, my cousins. They're into music. My mom used to sing way back in the day, so she basically got me started listening to like OJ's, Frankie, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., James Brown, and people like that. That's where my love for music really stems from.
In your bio, it states you moved to New England at a young age. How did that move in the new environment affect you?
Yeah, when I moved here, I moved to New England when I was 4 years old. I moved from Haiti. It affected me in a way because everything was different, and I really didn't know English that well. I just learned a lot of English from watching like Sesame Street and stuff like that, which was pretty cool. And it affected me because you can't make friends when you're young and you don't know how to speak the language. So I had to like play sports and do all types of other stuff to have kids actually like me, because when you don't speak English and kids are brutal. So kids used to make fun of me and stuff like that. But now, like, it's weird looking back then and looking how things are now. It's really different, real culture shock.
Growing up in the East Coast, you were influenced by artists such as Biggie, but also Tupac. What was it about these two that you resonated with?
Yeah, growing up in the East Coast, Biggie was heavy out there in Boston, Massachusetts, because New York was right up the street. I think Biggie's because I was a chubby kid, you know what I mean? And I looked like Biggie from the Sky's the Limit video. Like, there's a picture of me on Instagram, you see I got like a gray suit and like black shoes and everything like that, and I look just like Biggie from the Sky's Limit video, which is crazy. But his sound, I used to like, the big boy swag, so I related to Biggie with that, and he used to just spit, and Biggie had all the women, so it was cool to me to look up to somebody like that. But I love Pac because I remember, I think one of my cousins was watching Rachel on BT, and the video Brenda's Got a Baby came on, and that video really struck a chord with me because I was like, hey, I know a girl that's like that. I know Brenda's because I grew up with Brenda's. So like seeing something like that and just being brought up in that environment, I related to Brenda's Got a Baby so much more. So it just changed everything for me. Like from there on out, once I saw that video, I was like, this is what I want to be. I want to be this guy, like to change the world with my music. I want to be like Pac. What I would like people to take away from listening to my music and resonate with them the most is probably just honesty. Being honest and being open and being vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like being human. And I think people like to hear things like that because everything now is so digitized. You got, synthesizers, you got everything done on the computer. But when you hear like real instruments being recorded and it's in your face and it hits you, it takes you back, and you're just like, whoa, I like this sound, this is different. I think people really like that sound about my music, and I think that's what resonates with them. It's different, it's got a good feeling to it. So my creative process as far as me working on my debut project, it's a lot of hours. Like a lot of hours. Most of the producers that I had in the beginning, I go through YouTube just searching like key beats for like 8-9 hours, and then I finally find the right one, and it's missing something. I would have to bring it back to my other producer, and he would put more into it. So, and like one song, it take me a couple of days because we're adding more instrumentations on it to make it sound like the perfect sound. Like it has to be perfect. I have a slight case of like wanting to be a perfectionist in everything that I do as far as the music is concerned. So when it comes to that, it's a tough, long process, but it's worth it. It's coming along really well. I'm proud. Process content-wise, when I'm writing is usually I hear the beat and I just start, with the melody first, and then after that I put some words to it. Most of the time I don't even write it. I blame Jay-Z for that. most of the time I don't even write it, but once it starts, it sounds good, then I sit down and I structuralize everything and put it together the way it's supposed to be put. But it's the beat that calls for the subject matter for the most part for me. Musically this year, what you can expect from me is I got another single coming out called Little Black Boy. That's a play off of Donny Hathaway's Little Ghetto Boy. And that right there is like, I think it's the holy grail for me. As far as music is concerned, it's gonna be amazing. And that was gonna touch on a lot of things. And it's gonna make a lot of people think and wonder about stuff. And that's what the music is for, to make people look at life differently. And that's what it's all about for me as far as like at the end of the year, what I hope to accomplish musically.
It's back to